Hey guys, I'm RizGrestar, and how about we watch a death battle, Pokemon vs Digimon? Of course, please make sure to click here, go to the official release on ScrewAttack's channel, like, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff, then come back here and we'll watch it together. So I would show off this death battle shirt that I'm wearing that I got from store.roosterteeth.com, but it's kind of cold in here, so I'm going to keep my jacket on. Anyway, this death battle again, yes, Pokemon vs Digimon, that's the title, so I guess it's not actually Charizard vs Greymon or Charizard vs Agumon, what I had imagined it would be. No, it seems like they're pitting all of Pokemon against all of Digimon, which I think is really interesting, and I think it's going to be really cool. I will say right now that I know a lot more about Pokemon than I do about Digimon, but I did enjoy both in my childhood, just when I was really young, and I didn't get too far in either of the shows, but I have played, like, pretty much all of the main Pokemon games that have come out ever, aside from 4th generation, so I'm fairly knowledgeable there. I don't go into, like, you know, specifics with EV or IV, anything like that. I'm not a competitive player, just casual, but I have played them, so I know of the Pokemon and, like, what kind of capabilities they have, I think. Watch me be wrong. As for Digimon, I've really only seen the first season, and I did make a mistake last time. I'm saying that I quit because, like, the new main characters were the old main characters' children. I guess I was wrong. Either I misunderstood at the time, you know, when I was a kid and saw that and I thought that's what was happening, or I just misremembered now as an adult. So forgive me, you guys are right. They're not the children of the old protagonists. They're just other people. Point is, I haven't seen, though, beyond first season, and really only, like, I saw a bit of second season, like the Digi-Eggs and what the heck, Veemon. I couldn't remember his name. Veemon, Renamon, Gilmon, those kinds of Digimon. So I barely know about any of them. And what makes me wonder about that is I don't know what kinds of powers the newer Digimon have, and I don't even know how many newer Digimon there are. So I don't remember if I actually said this. Right now I'm thinking that Digimon is going to win. I think that just they're innately stronger, they're more powerful, they're bigger, you know, I feel like they have a lot more brute force and capabilities on their own, you know, the Digimon. But in Pokemon's favor, I think that there are more Pokemon, and I think that there are some specific Pokemon, like the legendaries, you know, control of time, space, all, you know, basically the elements and everything. I think that they could prove to be very difficult to beat. But the issue is I don't know if Digimon also has creatures like that, who have control over, like, the continuums and whatnot. I don't know if they can really control nature to the same extent as the Pokemon can, and so I feel like that might be where Pokemon gets the upper hand. But I do still think the Digimon is stronger, and for all I know, there could be a lot more Digimon. There could be Digimon with those kinds of powers, so it's hard to say. And so I won't say. I will wait until we see the analyses for these two shows. So with that said, let's get to watching. So here we go, guys. Pokemon vs Digimon. Let's watch.
Since the darkest depths of the human psyche first created monsters, we've dreamed of harnessing their awesome power, like Red and his Pokemon Charizard.
And Ty and his Digimon Agumon.
Oh, so it's not Pokemon vs Digimon. It's Red and Charizard and Ty and Agumon.
Armor and skills
okay.
to find out who would win a death battle.
Jeez, the title's awfully misleading. In that case, like, throw all of my observations, my speculation out the window. This is completely different.
If you're an old man who's wasted his life doing God knows what, you may realize that you always wanted to catalog every animal in the world. But
maybe
that would be a lot of work, so you probably would just bribe a kid to do it for you.
So began the story of Red, an 11-year-old boy from Pallet Town. Red's mission was to challenge the gym leaders of the Kanto region, defeat the Elite Four to become champion, and
I just feel like he looks so boring.
150 currently
Just
known Pokemon.
You know, I don't mean to offend him. He just does, from my standpoint.
A companion, a friend, a Pokemon.
For obvious reasons, he chose the awesome Fire Dragon.
Of
It wasn't
course.
really a tough decision. The thing is, my dad gave me the name Red, hoping that when I grew up, it would help me have the passion and energy of a red-hot fire.
His name's actually Red there.
The world, Red
all right.
and his Charmander
Your dad
began
hates
to grow
you.
and learn. Eventually, the little red lizard evolved into the 5'7", 200-pound mighty Charizard.
Red's Charizard is his go-to Pokemon in battle, and he's taught him a variety of powerful moves. His
And when he actually has, he can Mega Evolve. I just saw that.
Making it over 2100 degrees Fahrenheit.
He can throw enemies around with Seismic Toss, beat the shit out of them with Mega Punch and Mega Kick, trap foes in a vortex of flame with Fire Spin, never miss stars with Swift, and bring the heat even higher with the ultra-powerful Fire Blast.
Being a trained Pokemon, there are dozens of other moves Red may have taught Charizard, including Blast Burn, the most powerful fire attack.
Over the course of their adventure beating up lesser animals, Red and Charizard became more than just trainer and Pokemon. They became friends.
Yay.
And in the Pokemon world, a strong bond between trainer and monster can make crazy things happen.
Right,
In
okay.
Red's case, he unlocked the power of Mega Evolution.
And he does look, the Charizard looks
Mega
really cool
Charizard
like that.
X gets a major boost in attack, defense, and special attack, making him a far deadlier Pokemon than before.
To add even more power, Mega Charizard X gains the Tough Claws ability, increasing the power of contact moves by 33%.
Oh, okay.
But fighting with a Charizard has its own share of problems. Being a fire and flying type, a Charizard is weak to rock, electric, and water type attacks.
Right.
And if the flame on the tip of Charizard's tail goes out, he dies. Man, that seems like
So
the
they're
worst
still-
thing ever. I mean, could
Yeah,
you
they're sticking
imagine
with that.
living in constant fear that, oh, I don't know, you'd get caught in the rain and die?
Fortunately, a Charizard's tail flame burns so hot, not even water can douse it so easily. However, Charizard's battle strategy relies entirely on Red's decision and direction. Without his trainer, he would be as random and unfocused as a wild animal.
Oh.
Luckily, strategy is Red's specialty.
Red is famous for not just his unbreakable faith in his Pokemon, but also his brilliant and sometimes unorthodox strategies in battle.
That's
While
good.
still only 11 years old, Red defeated Kanto's 8 gym leaders, took down the criminal organization Team Rocket, and became the regional champion, all in less than a year.
All pretty impressive.
He's good, but he's also got one hell of a Pokemon on his side. Charizards are proud warriors. They dislike fighting weaker opponents and really enjoy a challenge. Many well-trained Charizards have won tough battles against all odds. Ash Ketchum's Charizard defeated an Articuno, and both his and Red's claimed victory in one-on-one duels with Blastoises.
That's good.
Blastai? The water turtle. That's
Got
hard
we
to
got
beat.
Boomstick.
Which, on paper, should have an enormous advantage. But that's not the limit to the Flame Pokemon's feats. Mega Charizard X has gone toe-to-toe with legendary Pokemon capable of altering the planet.
A wild
and Reds
Mewtwo?
has even defeated Mewtwo,
Wait,
the most
a
powerful
Wild
psychic
Mewtwo? Isn't there
Pokemon
only
known
one
to
in the
man.
canon?
After becoming the Kanto champion and catching over 150 Pokemon, Red and Charizard wandered the world, always training, always fighting, until eventually they stopped at Mount Silver in Johto, distancing themselves
Man,
from
they
the
just
rest
waited
of the
there.
world for no real reason. Red and Charizard stood atop its peak, waiting for the day a new champion would rise to challenge them.
Hey, that person has a Charizard too. You gotta love that music for the battle. You have to, I just said so. Alright, time for Tai and Agumon. Here we go.
One fateful summer day in 1995, Tai Kamiya
Or Yagami Taichi in Japan.
went to camp with his friends. It promised to be a summer of fun and youthful adventures. Then a rainbow hole opened up in the sky, shot Tamagotchis at everybody, and sucked them into cyberspace.
It happens. Day at camp, you know.
When Tai woke up, he discovered he'd been transported to the digital world, where he met
A bouncing pink blob that can talk.
You don't need to be afraid of me. I'm your friend, I'm your friend, I'm your friend.
Man, this show is weird.
That's Koromon, a Digimon specifically created to be Tai's partner and friend.
Specifically
And
created?
to
What?
protect
I
Tai
didn't know
from
that.
harm, Koromon learned how to Digivolve, becoming the fire lizard Agumon.
That's more like it. Agumon is a rookie-level Digimon with deadly claws and a fire attack called Pepper Breath.
Together with the other Digidestined, Tai and Agumon traverse the digital world, bringing balance to the chaos and destruction caused by several diabolical monsters.
Yep.
Including an Elvis Presley impersonator who was also a monkey.
Now, let's get something straight, sonny boy. I'm the monarch of rock and roll. Your jobs will make me happy.
Man, how high were they when they wrote this thing?
As their opponents became more and more powerful, so did the friendship between Tai and Agumon. As their bond grew,
I don't think it was
so
related,
did
but
their
yeah.
power, and Agumon soon learned how to Digivolve even further.
First up is his champion form, Greymon.
Okay, so they are actually gonna allow evolutions here? Love that! Sorry, I do. I really do.
Agumon, Digivolve, too?
Are they gonna stop at Greymon then? I don't know.
Greymon!
Agumon, who can still pull off the whole cute and cuddly
Level
mascot
champion
thing,
type
Greymon
dinosaur.
is 2 terrifying stories tall and way more powerful. Good luck snuggling up with that.
Greymon is so strong, he is more than capable of trumping other champion-level opponents in combat, especially with his trademark attack, Nova Blast.
Next up is my favorite, Metal Greymon.
They are
This
using
form's
more-
got a robot arm
jeez.
and shoots missiles.
Metal Greymon also wears layers of chrome Digizoid armor, the hardest metal in the digital world. Since the digital world is based on the real world, all real-life metals can exist in it as well, making chrome Digizoid tougher than the likes of tungsten, steel, and titanium.
And finally, there's Agumon's mega level, War Greymon. Though he's a lot shorter than Metal Greymon for some
Still
reason.
crazy.
But it's a small package with a lot of punch.
Quite literally, in fact. War Greymon wears 2 clawed gauntlets called the Draymond Destroyers, weapons which are extremely deadly against draconic foes. To add to his defense, he carries the Brave Shield on his back, which is capable of blocking attacks from other mega-level Digimon.
We've come a long way from the annoying pink blob. War Greymon's ultimate attack is the Terra Force,
getting
where he
difficult.
puts all of the energy from the atmosphere into a big ball of total annihilation. God damn, that is some Dragon Ball Z shit right there.
But don't overestimate a Digimon's power.
Why not?
The Agumon line is weak to Earth Elemental attacks, and too much damage may exhaust him and force him back to a prior form. Also, while Agumon and his ascending forms can fight and think alone, his power comes directly from Tai. Without their connection, Digievolution would be impossible.
Yeah, but Tai started off as kind of a selfish dick. He even tried to trick Greymon into digivolving further, which ended in a skeletal monstrosity rampage.
Well, he never wanted to come off that way, but sometimes Tai was just too courageous for his own good. And for those around him. Even
Wow.
as a child, his courage was unprecedented, promoting his strong relationship with Digimon in the first place.
Wait, the Digimon was there when they were kids?
Greymon,
Or
wake up!
Digimon
He's
were, I
coming!
Was he shrunk? Like, did he become younger?
Over time,
I
he
think she
learned
would
the
pluck her
humility
ears or
and
something.
responsibility necessary to successfully lead the Digidestined against Apocalypmon, basically the physical embodiment of the recycle bin, and save both the digital and real worlds from being deleted forever.
And with the universe saved, they donned suits to become UN diplomats to the digital world. Drugs, man.
He's alive!
Go for it!
Time is here.
All right, the combatants are set. Let's end this debate once
Okay.
and for all.
But first, we've got a mission for
We're
you.
gonna pause anyway. And pause! Yes, yeah, paused anyway. Alright, so I'll just jump out and say that I think that Tai and Agumon are going to win this. I didn't think that he would be digivolving. Well, first I thought it was just gonna be all of Pokemon and all of Digimon, but no, it's just, you know, it's Red and Charizard against Tai and Agumon, but Agumon has the capability to digivolve. And I think that with the forms that he can achieve, see, I thought that Tai could win with just Greymon, but if he can reach Metal Greymon and War Greymon, then I think that Tai and Agumon just have this. I just think that they're too powerful. I think that the Digimon world is overall more powerful than the Pokemon world. And so yeah, I think that where that could turn around is if Red's strategy could really turn things around. But let's take the humans out of the equation. Without the humans, Agumon can still, like, kind of act for himself, and then Charizard is just a wild Pokemon. Not to say that wild Pokemon, like a feral Pokemon, wouldn't be able to fight at all. Like, they could still fight to defend themselves based off of instinct, but then the strategy would be gone. So, I think that if they were separated from their partners, their humans, then Agumon would have the upper hand, I would think. Especially if he were already Digivolved, I guess, because he can't if not. So, he can... They were both weak to, you know, like, ground and water and, you know, rock, whatever types. But I don't think that either of them really have those kinds of moves, unless you're going to give Charizard, like, Earthquake, but I don't think they will. And then they talked about how, I think it was Wargreymon had claws that were really good against draconic foe, dragons, right? And isn't Mega Charizard part dragon? Isn't that when he becomes part dragon? So I do think that in the end, Tai and Agumon have more advantages than Red and Charizard, as good and accomplished as Red and Charizard are. So I'm going to say that the Digimon team will win this one. And so now we have an advertisement and play.
Hey! Do you want
I know
to make
after
a
this an
video
advertisement,
game?
I'm sorry, but...
Well, then we have a mission for you.
Lenovo hooked up a few former AAA developers with the Lenovo Y series computer.
Did they?
They're making a 3D sci-fi tower defense game based on your suggestions and feedback.
Oh, he's
Your mission
excited
is
for
to
that.
click the link in the description to go to LenovoGameState.com and leave comments on the tile.
Comment.
Mission 2, defend
Do
your
it if you want.
territory.
Leave your
Rawr.
comments, questions, and suggestions to influence the direction of the game.
Once you're done, be sure to spread the word on social media.
No,
using
no
the
more
hashtag
Dargans.
GameState. Let's
Too many
build a game
Dargans.
together with dragons.
Or whatever you want.
But right now, it's time for a
So,
death battle!
fingers crossed for Tai and Agumon. If Red and Charizard win, that's fine, because I do like them as well. And I would be curious to see
There's
how.
nothing better than a campfire and a golden, delicious marshmallow.
Don't try to
Who's
catch
that
him.
Pokemon?
That's clever. Ow!
Oh!
You killed my marshmallow!
Whoa!
Uh-oh.
You can talk? You must be really rare.
Or a Meowth
Hey,
who
Agumon,
taught himself.
I got some.
I choose you, Charizard.
See? Thank you for providing a story. You're awesome.
Okay.
So whatever, like.
Okay, buddy, go for it.
Pepper breath.
I will say Charizard certainly has versatility on his side until, you know, maybe Agumon gets to a higher form, but yeah. I don't know what that was. Huh. A little cocky in the background there.
Agumon. Okay, buddy, let's kick this up a notch.
Agumon, Digivolve 2.
Greymon!
You got this.
Let's try.
Mega Punch.
Okay, first off, he has a trainer. You should know not to do that.
Great Horns attack!
That's it.
Flamethrower.
Nova Flame!
Are they actually matched there?
Got him on the run. Turn up the heat.
Fire Blast.
What I am wondering is if they're gonna have Charizard melt Metal Greymon's metal. Because I think he could.
Aim above his head.
Ah,
Rock Smash.
clever.
Greymon, he's coming.
Tail Whip!
Ah, your defense is low.
Nova Blast!
No.
Huh, I guess that's that.
No, not yet.
It's not over yet. I believe in Charizard.
Ooh, Mega! This will be cool. I'm still thinking that Tai and Agumon, but I'm happy to see this happen.
Whoa, he digivolved.
No, this is Mega Evolution. Let's go, Mega Charizard.
No, it's
Dragon
not.
Claw. Flare Blitz.
I mean, we still have Metal Greymon and War Greymon we could possibly see.
Agumon! Warp Digivolve 2!
Yeah, he's still metal right now then. Oh no, warp. He warped straight to war. Okay, that's fair. That's fine. This is the best match for
What?
Mega
It
Charizard.
evolved again?
Yeah! Now you'll see what a real Mega Form can do.
Charizard, take him out quick! Fire Blast! Dragon Claw!
Use your own Dragon Claws. Yeah, like that.
Use Swift!
Can't miss.
That's it!
Can't
Set
miss,
him up!
right?
Perfect! Charizard, Blast Burn!
This could be interesting.
Yes, we did it!
Hold your tongue.
What? Ow! What are you doing? We're not supposed to fight!
Call up your dragon!
Ty, look out!
Red's all beat
Oh,
up.
jeez. Charizard, you okay?
Force!
They're both dead. It was only murder. We did it. We.
KO!
Ow! My childhood.
Charizard may have started off with a mobility and versatility advantage, but the difference in power between the two only grew as the battle went on. First, when comparing the trainers, Red's bond with Charizard was strong enough to Mega Evolve, but like most Pokemon, their relationship is still one of master and, well...
Slave, come on, you know it's true. I know
Fair
there's
enough.
a bond of friendship and whatever, but when Red's through with Charizard, it's back to the tiny spherical prison.
Tai and Agumon, on the other hand, are best friends on equal footing, and Agumon's fighting power comes directly from Tai.
Yeah,
Oh.
these kids were called the Digidestined for a reason, and together they had enough power to stop an attack which could have wiped out both the digital and real worlds. And this is the
pretty
power
good, then.
Agumon's using to Digivolve.
Charizard's flame could melt boulders, but that's hardly comparable to Chrome Digizord armor.
Hell, Metal Greymon alone is officially documented as possessing the power of a nuclear warhead.
Huh.
And War Greymon has weapons specifically designed to kill dragons.
Honestly,
Right,
it
yeah.
all comes down to a huge difference between Pokemon and Digimon itself, the escalation of evolution. Pokemon evolution improves monsters in increments, whereas the gap between Digimon forms is often massive and quite frankly absurd.
In the end, Red and Charizard couldn't even hope for as much as a tie.
Yeah.
The winner is
tie.
the Digimon.
Claps for the Digimon team.
Thanks so much for watching, guys.
That was
I'm
the end of
Chad,
the
I play
season, right?
Boomstick. I'm Tori, I'm a 3D animator. And I'm Ben, I play Wiz. You're so, like, nonchalant.
What's up, Chad? I like all that.
I just animate this cool stuff.
I'm just surprised I'm still up.
I just killed Charizard. You're the worst. It's his fault. Blame him. Thank you guys so much for all of
No,
your support.
thank
throughout the season.
you.
It's been crazy.
Yeah, thanks for watching this awesome Season 2 finale. We're going to be out just for like a couple months. We'll be coming back with a Season 3 in March. But
There we
for
go.
the meantime,
Oh, March,
we want this
okay.
guy to get some sleep. He works
Yes.
way too hard.
I want to try use that time to get ahead, and we got a lot of great stuff planned for Season 3. If you want to keep up with us during the break, you can follow us on our own social media, as well as follow at
So go ahead and
on
do that
Twitter
stuff.
or Official SA on Facebook, and we'll let you guys know the exact date when Death Battle's coming back. So.
Speaking of social media, we've also got our actors, voice actors, social
Mm-hmm.
media in the description below. You can check that out. And one of them, Nate Wants to Battle. You may have heard of him. He's around the YouTubes.
Yeah,
he
I've
did
heard.
some of the battle music. Nate Wants
What?
to Battle did battle music for Death Battle. It's great. It's perfect.
Cool.
He did battle music for Death Battle, Pokemon Battle.
Thanks for
Yeah.
your help, Nate. We'll
Yeah,
see you guys
thanks.
later. Thanks.
Looking forward to sharing an epic Season 3 with you guys.
Likewise. All right. So, anything else at the end?
Thanks again to Lenovo for helping to make this episode of Death Battle possible. Make sure to head to LenovoGameState.com and leave your feedback on the tile Mission 2 Defend Your Territory. Then spread the word on social media with the hashtag GameState.
Okay, now we're done. So let's talk about this death battle. First of all, I will say that I liked it, not just because I was right. But I do think that I was right and that they're right for the same reason. Well, I guess we kind of gave the same reason, so I probably shouldn't say that because that would just be repeating myself. But with the difference in strength and everything, when I thought it was just gonna be Charizard against Agumon, I'm like, okay, I think that Charizard and Red have this with their strategy, and because Agumon is weak and doesn't have a lot of versatility. But once again, there was Greymon introduced. I just thought that that's when I was starting to get iffy. But with Metal Greymon and War Greymon, I thought that they had that. The power was too different. So I don't really have more to say on that. I already talked about it in the analysis, and I talked about, and they talked about it at the end, so I have that covered. So just in terms of the fight itself, I will say I was really wondering whether Tai and Red would actually fight themselves, and they did, and it was great to see, because by that point I'd forgotten about that idea, and I was just watching the, Charizard and War Greymon at the time fight. So seeing him run up and just punch Red, it was funny. I really appreciated that. Again, with Torian, well, first Torian did a great job with this animation. I really enjoyed it. I thought it looked cool and everything. And the voice actors did very good as well, in my opinion. Anyway, I really liked again that this animation in particular, this death battle, had a story to it where it was, like Agumon was cooking marshmallows, Tai was out getting firewood, Red came up, hey, it's a Pokemon, and then he threw out Charizard to catch it and everything. Like, it made sense within the world. Granted, it doesn't make sense how they actually came across each other, but I don't need that so much. I just wanted a reason, like, why specifically they were fighting. And again, you could always speculate. There is room for us as viewers to be like, oh, they probably fought because of this and this reason. But I like when it's provided to me, and so this was very well done in my opinion, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. And I'm quite satisfied with it as a season finale, because granted, obviously enough, you guys know I don't know a ton of characters, and so for me, having two franchises that I actually knew and cared, at least a little bit about for nostalgia, or because like with Pokemon I'm currently still playing the games, I really did enjoy it. It was nice to see my characters brought back onto the screen, to learn a little bit more about each of them, and then to see them duke it out. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I hope that you guys did too. Let me know what you guys thought about in the comments, and well, I guess we're gonna have to wait until about March for the next Death Battle episode, so it'll be quite a while, but we'll be patient and it'll be awesome. So, with all that, thank you guys for watching, and we're calling it here. Cue outro, go!